No, no is a full sentence. Like, no, can't come. Be like, we
The name of this game is called Aligned or Out of Alignment. Staying longer than you want to in a conversation to avoid being perceived as rude. Aligned or out of alignment.
out of a
Choosing the peaceful option over the honest one. Aligned or out of alignment.
out of a line.
Feeling calm in a relationship, but also a little bored. Aligned or out of alignment.
I think you could.
I always like to play a game with my guests if you are feeling up for it.
Great. Go for it.
All right. Okay, let's do it. The name of this game is called Aligned or Out of Alignment. So I'm going to throw out different situations and or habits, behaviors, and you tell me your gut reaction. Does this feel aligned for you right now or out of alignment? All right. So here we go. Staying longer than you want to in a conversation to avoid being perceived as rude. Aligned or out of alignment?
Out of a I was a birthday and a bunch of women were talking negatively about somebody that wasn't there. And I didn't even know I didn't know any context to anybody there, but I was just like, you know what? This is just not for me. So I just exited. I literally took myself up and placed myself somewhere else because I just didn't, it was just a physical choice. Like I don't want to be in that conversation.
That's a powerful thing. Feeling calm in a relationship, but also a little bored. Aligned or out of alignment?
I think it could go both ways. What I would do is I would ask myself the question, why am I bored? And is this calmness, is it a tool, a fuel, an invitation for something?
Okay.
Or is it also an invitation to just learn how to be bored, to sit in the calmness and to the peace? So I think it could go either way. I'm gonna go both ways.
I really like too the idea of being bored, especially as it relates to our kids, because I think so much of the time they're like, I'm bored. I'm bored. What should I do? Like, fix this for me. And it's actually, I think, a good thing for them to sit in their boredom.
We used to be bored so much as kids, and we'd go create something or go outside or
Yes, absolutely. Missing a version of yourself that doesn't fit your life anymore. Aligned or out of alignment?
aligned.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think sometimes as you're going through process, it gets so lonely before it doesn't. And that's what nobody really talks about. So the healing journey can feel very lonely and it will get lonely. You're dying and like it's like this old self is going away and everything is restructuring and it's so uncomfortable and it feels like everything's misaligned, but it's really like your soul moving into alignment. And some of my greatest teachers were I'm so happy that they said to me, "It's so lonely. The path where you're going is so lonely, but just stay the course because you come out on the other side." And I just remember going like, "Why am I doing this so many times? Like, why do I keep doing this? Why am I committing social suicide like over and over again?" But like, but I just stayed the course. So happy I didn't go back to that old version of me. Like I could just like go back to drinking and start go back out and I could just like just go back to sleep. It was like, much easier before. And because the loneliness through is real.
Yeah, because not everybody's on the same journey, right? Like, it's not like all of a sudden everybody in your family is like, let's do this together, you know?
And you never know what's gonna happen as a result.
Right.
It's terrifying too, but
Mhm.
staying the course, and that question is a really good question. That's a beautiful question.
Oh, thank you. No, I'm glad you answered that because I think that too holds people back, like not having that assurance because you're taking a path that you haven't taken before.
Yeah.
It's unknown,
Yep.
you know? Choosing the peaceful option over the honest one. Aligned or out of alignment?
Out of aligned. I feel like these questions are so beautiful because it just depends on who you're talking to, and, like, it can be true either way, but for me, I'm just, like, a truth seeker. Like,
Mm.
just feel like I'm a truth alchemist, like, legitimately, like, I, like, desire to find real truth as tough as it is.
Mhm. I love that you call that's like your title too, like
Yeah.
Truth Alchemist,
It's like
because it
my
does.
gift. It's like it's such a gift, and just have such a gift for finding my own truth, and then when I find my own truth, I can just really help other people find theirs, as hard as the truth is, because it isn't always the greatest thing to see.
Yeah,
But when
you're right.
you're like, it's like, I feel like it's an invitation for me. It's like an invitation to be different. It's an invitation to be like, "Oh my god, that's what I've been up to. That's what I've been doing. That's why I'm not getting the thing that I want. That's what I've been blocking. Oh my god." And then what do I need to do in order to, like, not do that anymore?
Yeah, what to do exactly. That's, like, the exciting part too, right? It's like, what can you do? What's, like, a new way of approaching something? Being the easy one in a relationship. Aligned or out of
Out
alignment?
of alignment. I mean, bless us, honestly, like, I've, like, fit in a box for as long as I could fit in a box. You
Right.
know, and I just
So much.
easygoing, and I did whatever people wanted me to do, and I, like, felt like I was just, like, and then I would, like, and then I would explode, you know what I mean? And it's like, no.
I feel the exact same way. I feel like, too, for myself, like, I'm kind of this easygoing person and, have always been really. And so the friends are always like, oh my God, you're always so fun to be around and like, easy and like all those things. But then, in these last couple of years, it's really started to shift for me. And it's like, now I put down, more boundaries and like, doing things in a different way. And sometimes people aren't the most receptive to that, even the people that are the closest to you.
No, of course, and usually the people that are closest to you are the worst. The people that don't want you to change, because when you change, that means they have to change. People want you to stay the same, especially the people closest to you.
It's, like, predictable, they know what they're getting. Yep.
Like, that's the way that you're supposed to be, and then all of a sudden, somebody uproots their life and, like, decides to just, like, do something completely different or set a boundary and say, "You know what? I'm not gonna come. It's too late for me. Have a good time." No, no is a full sentence, like, "No, can't come." People are like, "We
Yeah,
why?
yeah,
Where'd she go?" The over explainer that I used to be.
right?
You see, like, dialogues about, like, why I couldn't come to something because I felt like I was gonna disappoint somebody by being honest about what I actually wanted to do, and now I'm just like, "Sorry, I can't come."
And that's that.
It's so empowering, but people are not going to like it, and that's okay, and that's part of this process too.
Yeah, you don't have to always be liked, right? I mean, that's
You're not gonna always be liked, and I think the acceptance of that, like, is such a beautiful gift. One of my friends said to me, I think it was like a few months ago, she's just like, I just feel like everybody's gonna judge me." And I said, and what she said, what I said to her is that they are. Everybody is gonna judge you. And it's really it's your own judgment. It's a reflection of your own self-judgment, but it's showing up as a mirror. Everybody is gonna judge you. So accept that and do it anyways.
and by the way, they're gonna forget about it in, like, 2 seconds.
This has been like, by the way, all the people that were
Right,
judging me are now back on board.
right, right.
I'm building something actually really successful, and it's like growing, and like I'm reaching people, and people see what I'm doing now, because at first they were like cringing. They were like, "What is she doing?"
Uh-huh. Well,
And
you
I was also going like, "What am I doing?"
yes. Well, you also, like, took the step to do it. And, like, a lot of times people that even scares people, they're like, "Oh, gosh, she took the chance," and, like, because maybe they wanted to do that too, and they haven't, you know?
Yeah.
It's so wild. Okay, letting something slide because it's not a big deal, even though it kind of is.
It depends on what the big deal is. So here's my quick story about this one, which is so good. It's so good. So I came home from I hold circles. I have these circles that I do. And I came home from this 2-hour circle, and I just feel so alive in these circles, and they're wonderful and they're beautiful. And I come home, and Yuval has the kids, and I walk into the kitchen, and it's like a bomb blew up in the kitchen. I'm
Yeah, you're like, "What the fuck?" You know?
like doing this, like, "Oh, why did he not do the kitchen? Why didn't he just clean up the kitchen?"
Yes,
And I
yes.
was like, "Ah," and 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 I'm right, because he could just clean up the kitchen. Good. It was worth fighting for, because why couldn't you just do the thing? Like, it's not that hard. But I was just like, I was like, and then I was like, "Did you take the dog on a walk?" And he was like, "No." I was just shut my mouth. I wanted to zip my mouth,
Okay.
take a beat. And I walked the dog, and I came back, and I took a deep breath. When I came back in, I heard exactly what I needed to hear. I heard him laughing with the kids upstairs. and having the best night, and they had his attention, and I just didn't need to fight the battle. And so I walked into the kitchen and I just did the dishes. And by the way, I kinda like doing the dishes. Pausing is like a major, major, major tool that is never really talked about, but it's like one of the greatest gifts of my life.
And last one, not bringing something up because you don't want to shift the dynamic. Aligned or out of alignment?
I will bring it up if I'm asked.
Okay. If you're asked.
It's not any of my
Okay.
business, I can't bring it up. So, it
Oh.
depends. If it's none of my business, I think sometimes we, as human beings, want to insert ourselves in something that's none of our business.
You're right, that's human nature, right? To kinda get in there and
And I
mm,
think I can fix it for people,
right,
and I
right.
think I have the solution, and I may have the solution. So, it just depends. Yeah, if I always ask somebody, like, "Do you want my opinion? Want me to just listen?" I can play both roles, and a listening role is just as powerful as a giving advice role, so
What if you see a good friend struggling, but they're not asking for help? Like, what do you do in a situation like that? Like, if you wanna give them help or you think you might know something that might be helpful, but they're struggling and they're not asking you for help, what do you do?
I listen to them,
Mm,
and I'll reflect back maybe what they've said and give empathy and validation for their experience, and from that place, ignites more conversation. So, the reflection circles that I lead are one of the most powerful practices that I have also. I mean, there's so many and so many, but this is a safe container where women come and they get to share on the prompts that I give, and usually what comes out are life experiences and things that women are going through, and the container is no advice giving at all. No advice, and there's no saming. You can't say, "That happened to me too." You keep the entire experience with the person, and ultimately what happens is there's, like, a healing that happens, and they almost figure it out themselves by talking and then having everyone reflect back and give validation for where they're at. And then from that place, they can say, "Oh, I want somebody's opinion or advice." I don't really give my opinion often unless I'm hired to do it or somebody asks me for their opinion, and usually when I insert my opinion, it's not well received.
they don't wanna hear it, huh?
People
Like
don't. Most
mhm.
people don't, and then I just have to say it's not mine. Like, as hard as it is, like, you know, and when it comes to kids, it's even harder.
Oh gosh, tell me about it.
I mean, God bless us. I mean, I'm gonna have a 11-year-old in 2 years with a girl, so God bless you because she's already hard.
Yes, the
Amazing, amazing, but, like, I'm like, "Ugh, no."
the teens hit hard, you know? I mean, it's a whole other ball game, you know? Different different time and hormones and all the things, you know? I know, God help us.